Alright, what is up, yo? With Bidao nearing an apex in price action, I wanted to take a minute to talk about some technical analysis with Bidao, and also at the end of this video, I want to take the opportunity to talk a little bit about gold-backed cryptocurrency, this new ICO or coin distribution event. I'll talk about that at the end. So, guys, let's delve into what's happening with Bidao. I think Bidao is in a descending triangle right now, and we're going to see a breakout in the very, very near future here. You know, let's see here. Yeah, within the next day, we're likely to see a significant breakout with Bidao. If we break to the upside, we're going to go up and retest this resistance here. I'd say roughly at the maybe 1.3, 30% above a penny. This thick green line here is the ICO price of 1 penny. We're going to make a decision here whether we break to the upside and try and retest previous resistance, or if we break below. So we're going to make a decision here whether we fall below the ICO price or attempt to recover within the next day here. So, this is something very, very important to look out here. Very important to look out for here, guys. One thing I'm trying to keep my eye on is, whether we get increasing volume or not here. So, just kind of want to briefly mention what I see as the three most significant descending triangles right now, which is this one here. If and when we break to the upside, it will be this one here, and aside from that, this one here. So this is what I see as the three major slanted resistances. Horizontally, we have resistance all the way up, guys. So I don't think it's extremely helpful to kind of draw resistance lines. I mean, there's kind of some obvious ones like around the just above the 2 cent, but there's going to be resistance all the way up. I just want to mention a few things I see with the price action here. So I'm starting to notice a little bit of a rounding out structure. We may be in the early stages of forming a rounded bottom, which could potentially be bullish, because as we can see here, we're getting lower highs and higher highs in price action. So this is a higher high than this over here. So we're going from lower lows and lower highs to some flattening out. We're beginning to see higher lows and higher highs and more sideways movement here. So we're starting to go from downward price action to perhaps sideways. This looks to me like rounding out. If we can indeed break above in this apex here to the upside, I think we're likely to see that continuation of a rounded bottom formation. And if indeed we break out and retest this and break out above, that would just be a continuation of this rounded bottom formation. So I'm keeping my eye out for that. But guys, there's no guarantee that just because we're starting to round out a little bit that's going to continue. This could very well break down for sure. Let's take a look at our RSI. What are RSI saying? RSI, yep, lower highs, although near term we're making higher highs. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Let's look at our EMA. Let's look at the 100 here. So on the hourly here, it looks like we're below our 100 EMA, which is bearish. But given that we're in an apex, the market's going to decide here, guys, what happens. And with Bidao being at such an indeterminate place right now, all it takes is one whale to pump or dump this thing. So, what I like to say is that we're all little fishies swimming in an ocean of whales and market cycles. This technical analysis can be telling, it can be helpful, but ultimately, I think the important thing to consider here with Bidao is larger macro market cycles. Once we see altcoins start to take off, Ethereum, Chainlink, and then DeFi altcoins start to take off, I think low cap DeFi altcoins such as Bidao would benefit from a bull run with those. So I think my plan is just to hold long term. I really don't care what happens in the next few days and weeks, whether we break down or break up. I mean, it's gonna suck if we break down. It's gonna make me lose some degree of confidence, but that's not gonna change my trading plan, which is just to hold for the long term. You guys do what you want, but I'm just talking about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. But yeah, guys, I think once we do see things like Chainlink and Ethereum start to take off, once we start to see the altcoins really start to take off, I think eventually the DeFi space will benefit, and then like the small low cap DeFi altcoin space will benefit. And I think eventually when that starts to happen, Bidao will just be taking along with that ride, guys. So I think the important thing to look out for here is like those macro market cycles. And I personally am very I'm bullish on Chainlink at the moment, so I'm very cautiously optimistic for these low cap altcoins, and cautiously optimistic with Bidao. Ultimately, we have to see how we play out at these apexes. But guys, we're at an apex right now. We're gonna decide right now whether we fall below ICO price or we break up. Literally within the next day, I imagine. I think that's the most likely thing. Yeah, those are all my thoughts with Bidao for the moment. Just to look out for the apex within the next day here. Now, before I end this video, I'd like to take the opportunity to talk about GSX. It's a brand new cryptocurrency that I recently participated in their coin distribution event. It's called GSX by Apollo Fintech. Basically, the gist is Apollo Fintech runs these gold mine operations. Their claim is that half of the profits from these gold mines will go to actually backing the cryptocurrency itself. Right here, we can see their timeline. They're claiming that in 3 years after release, there will be enough gold and other assets backing the coin to have an asset valuation of $1 per coin. Now, the trading price doesn't exactly have to follow that. The trading price could be less, it could be more. I don't know. We'll see. So that's just one interesting thing about it. They're currently offering a 59% sign-up bonus. They're working on a Binance listing. They offer yearly dividends, and they're also offering 10 billion coins for sale. 50% of those that aren't sold during the initial coin offering will be burned, and I believe there's only like 1 or 2 days left to participate in this. I think 2 days to participate. So, we're going to expect a token burn, hopefully a Binance listing. The Binance listing was kind of the thing that pushed me over the edge to invest in this. Although I want to encourage you guys to please do your own research, and all of that's good stuff. Now, I want to mention what I see as the biggest risk when it comes to this, the GSX, because I want to be nuanced and objective, and I want to understand the risks of my investment, because when it comes to investing in anything, there's always risk. What I see as the biggest risk when it comes to this is I don't know how well Apollo Fintech is running these gold mine operations. They may be running them well, they may not be. I have no idea. Now, when I invested in this, I put some degree of faith and trust in Apollo Fintech's ability to run these gold mine operations. I don't know if they're running them well or not for sure. They could be running them well, they may not be. So, this fell into my risk tolerances. So I decided to invest in it. There was enough other stuff where I was like, okay, there is this risk where, they could be running these mines well, they may not be, but I decided to pull the trigger. Another thing to consider on that point as well is that if anything were to happen with Apollo Fintech, they claim that the value of the land and whatever assets they do produce will go back to the coin holders themselves if anything were to happen with solvency, or if they were to fail in their endeavors. So that's another thing to consider. I'm going to leave a link down to their white paper in their description. In the description, I'm going to leave a link to the white paper, also their website, so you guys can check it out. Now, I really want to encourage you guys to please do your own research. Practice risk management, meaning don't invest anything you're not willing to lose. Practice portfolio diversification. I didn't put all my money into this. I'm diversifying into several different coins. And then, understand your own risk tolerances. Are you very risk averse? Are you not? Just know that about yourself, and please do your own research. So, if you do your own research and you decide you like this idea and you want to participate in the, this GSX coin gold-backed cryptocurrency, I implore you to check out the link in the description, which is 5% sign-up bonus. If you sign up using that link, you get a 5% sign-up bonus, and I get a commission based off that. So I want to make that very clear. This is almost like a sponsorship. Okay. Yeah. I think there's like 2 days left. There should be, and then. Yeah, we'll see how this thing goes. So yeah, guys, check out the link. Check out in the description there. 5% sign up bonus if you sign up using that link, and I get a commission. And I think that's it, y'all. All right, take care.